As someone who struggled with unwanted body hair, it is so wonderful to be able to sit here proud and hairless. I don't have to worry about all this peach fuzz that glistens, that draws attention away from the real me. And I don't have to feel like I have to wear long-sleeved shirts covering up the body that God gave me. I got a great body. I'm thankful for that. It's just the hair I wanted less of. So thank you, No, for coming into my life.
I don't consider myself a vain person by any means, but I've always been very self-conscious about the hair growth on my back. So before any type of vacation or trip where I would be removing my shirt, the beach, certainly, I started waxing, getting my back waxed. It's not the way for me to go anymore, and I didn't know if there was an answer until I found the No, because I stopped the waxing, found this. My wife was able to help out since I can't reach my back, and it's gone.
Go ahead, try it, and you will be very happy.
And we thank you so much for joining us here, because this is going to be an hour where you need to just sit down and listen, because this is going to change your life. It's all about hair removal. It's about hair removal where you are not going to have to shave as much, because this is patented technology called Thermicon technology that is going to help prevent the regrowth of the hair. It is incredible. I'm a huge fan of it. In fact, it's probably the #1 thing my girlfriends ask me about is this. And if you use it, we'd love to hear your testimonials. 1-866-376-TALK. We have priced it today at $249.50. We have it available on 4 flex payments today, and your choice of colors. We have the silver, we have the pink, and we also have the black. If you have a guy in your life that's a little furry, then this is the perfect way to do that, and we only have a few hundred of these. You will get your DVD so that you know exactly what to use it for. You're going to get not only your little head for the regular coarse hair, but also for the face. This is your buffer pad, a case to go with it, and then your moisturizer that also is going to help prevent that regrowth. Let's bring in a very special guest, because Jennifer Crawford is a lovely, lovely model. But she's been in the beauty business now over 10 years, and frankly, this has really changed your life in the amount of time that now you do not have to spend shaving your legs. I shaved my legs the other day. I cut myself. I'm like, why am I doing this?
I don't know.
This is crazy.
That's a good question.
Because, you know, the funny part is, I just bought this actually for my daughter to start using. And that's what we hear over and over again. It's a completely different system than you have ever heard of, because this is kind of an at-home way now for you to remove hair that in the past you had to go and spend thousands of dollars on.
Oh, sure. And in the past, you know, we think about hair removal and it's kind of antiquated of what you were doing, you know, way back then. Were you shaving? Were you waxing? Because what choices did we have? You know, quite frankly, we all wanted to get rid of the hair somehow, but there wasn't really, you know, a convenient and easy way to do it, and most importantly, affordable. So yes, thank you to Radiancy, the company that brought us this No. And like you said, Alice, they took that professional technology that if you were willing to spend the thousands of dollars to use and put it in a portable device that, like you mentioned, you can do at home. Finally, so I'm thrilled to be back here, because as you saw earlier in some of the still shots, this is everywhere. You've probably seen the No. Might have been, you know, a little bit more expensive other places, but this is all over the world in tons of countries. #1 hair removal product in Japan. I just got back from London actually this week. We sold out there as well. People love this technology because everybody's getting results. And I think when we think about hair removal, well, the word results isn't normally a word that we would, you know, associate with hair removal, but now it is finally. So I'll walk you through how this works and then the technology in action. And then we're going to have some fun talking to some people that are here with us, really, that can tell you their results. So here's the first thing. If you saw the original No, Alice, you started with me kind of way back when I used the original No. We had to be plugged in, and the technology was just kind of for the neck down. And everybody said, please, bring this to us for the face. I've got to get the hair off my face. So that's what we've done. We've made this portable device. There's our on and off button at the top. This is the little LCD panel that kind of tells you how it's working. It gives you the ability to adjust the heat, and it's also going to tell you the life of the tip. And like I say tip, because what I want you to take note of is there is no blade. So this is no longer just going to cut hair off the surface. We are actually going to treat the hair. to give ourselves some long-lasting results. No more just quickly cutting it off and then having to shave that night, Alice, or the next morning, or like you said, give yourself those cuts. What we're going to do instead is that little blue light that you see as I'm no-noing right here in the studio in front of you, professional treatment. On the animation, what we're noticing is as the hair is coming off, the real difference is it's treating it as we're doing. So you'll see if you had hair, I don't have any unfortunately to show you, but if you did, as you use no-no, and when you get rid of it, you take that buffer that comes with it, you go right over it, and you'll notice, you know, it gives it that nice, soft, smooth finish. But the biggest difference is wait till the next day and the next day, because you're going to start to notice it comes back thinner and finer and less dense. And that's what we want, because if you're a shaver like you were and I was, believe it or not, how many years ago, you felt that stubble by the end of the day.
Absolutely.
As a man, if you're doing it on your chest, you know, you see the stubble. You know what I'm talking about. That's you in the before shot. I mean, you can see that hair growing back in. You see the follicles coming up, and you know the hair's there and you have to address it. Well, I want you to take a look at the after. Because here's what we did. That's after treating with no-no for 6 weeks. And you can see, not only do you not really see the hair follicle, there's not really any stubble there. So what we kind of did is we followed the progression of this particular person, and we used no-no for 6 weeks. And then at the bottom left, you can see this is after using no-no for 6 weeks, followed by 2 weeks of doing nothing. So what you notice is, again, you really don't start to see the regrowth. And then take a look at that bottom right. This is my favorite, because do you see the difference in those two bottom quads? Not a whole lot. And what's different is 4 weeks' time has passed. So look at that top left compared to that bottom right. That's been 6 weeks of doing nothing. Now, for those shavers out there, imagine going 6 weeks at the beginning of summer, right, with no hair removal at all. I mean, I would be a hairy mess. We've all been talking today kind of jokingly with all the girls that are here, all the nicknames we had for all the hair and things like that. And imagine going 6 weeks of doing nothing. You know, you're getting this for, you got this for your daughter.
I did.
I'm sure as, you know, a young girl thinking about hair removal, it's a self-conscious issue. I mean,
huge.
You know, kids make fun of you and you deal with it. And we have enough as young teenagers to worry about. I'm sure she's, you know, at that point where it's like, okay, is it time for me to get rid of this?
Well, you know, the problem was literally my daughter's so furry. We're Italian girls.
Aww.
And she was so furry that people started calling her a werewolf.
Really?
Okay? Werewolf. I mean, really. And she takes it in strides like, I know, it's just, you know, what can I do? And I wasn't, you know, going to let her do too much beauty until she was ready for it. And finally she came to me the other night and she goes, Mom, she's playing a lot of tennis. She goes, I just can't live with this anymore. You know, I'm embarrassed.
Sure.
And at that point you're like, okay, it's time.
It's time, right.
And what we did, we got started right away. She asked me, she said, please let me do the no-no. And I said, because she'd seen it, she'd seen me do it, she'd seen your presentation, she said, let me try it. And she did it, and within, truthfully, 2 seconds, she was doing it all by herself.
It doesn't take long.
No problem at all. She has started already doing it very religiously. So I'm hoping that, you know, within, who knows, a year, maybe 2 years even,
you won't be thinking about it.
You need to be patient.
Yes.
You need to be disciplined about it, and you need to be patient, but then you are going to get incredible results. And results will always vary, but when you hear about Jennifer over and over and over again, and we want to, if you have used the no-no, please let us hear your results. 1-866-376-TALK. It's so important, but number one product that my girlfriends ask me about, number one, they ask, does it work?
Does it work? Of course.
I said, yes, 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 it works. And then number two is, can I get one? And I said, yes.
Or can you get me one? Don't you ask when they're like, can you get me one of those? Can I borrow it?
Here's our order. Here's our order number for you. So you can call and get one. But it is the truth. Look at our pricing page, if we could. Because what we're giving you today, it's not just the no-no. I love that we're doing the face. Because frankly now, you know, she and I are splitting it. Because
of course you are, right?
Face
That's the
part.
smart thing to do.
And look what you would normally pay for this. Because if you did the laser removal, and you know what, who, number one, has that kind of money and who has that patience?
Of course.
I don't have that time.
Well, but you know what? But we do it anyway, right? I mean, even though we don't have the time, we're making the time, because hair removal, like you said with the daughter, if you're out playing sports or you're going to the beach or, you know, you're making presentations, you have facial hair, you will pay that thousands of dollars, because it is that important to us as women to really achieve that confidence of feeling good. And we don't think anything of it. So I hate adding this up for everybody because it is a scary number to look at. But what I'm really trying to show you is you've been invested to hair removal. You have committed to doing it over the years. So let me introduce you to a solution where you can stop. Because if you see after month 4, we're giving you that no-no at home. You own the technology for what was, less than the cost of a professional waxing treatment. And you are done paying for hair removal. That is it. So you will own this at home. You can use it. Your daughter's going to use it. Your husband's going to use it. Anyone in the family is going to be able to get the benefits of just one device. So I do want to show you using it on the face, because I know we've talked about everybody's areas of self-consciousness, and I know so many of you, now that it is available on the face, you do have the little button here to start it on a low heat, and as you can see, there's a tiny little sun icon, and that shows you the level of the heat you're on. As soon as you start using the no-no, it will jump. If we can stay close there, it's going to jump up. There we go. I'll show you again. There's the low. It will jump up to the 3 bars, but you saw the icon changed. All that means is that's actually the life of the tip. So I wanted to show you that before I use it on your face, because so many of you that have called and got this for the face asked me about that. So there, we'll start it. I'm going to go ahead and go on the high heat. And all you're going to do is, like you said, your daughter, you're going to immediately see the results. It couldn't be easier to use. You're just slowly gliding it over your skin. Maybe you have sideburns. Maybe you have that mustache, the chin, getting up and around the chin that we sit in the car and stare at and pluck those out. Or you have...
And some people have, I call it monkey hair.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah, that little kind of monkey hair that's just kind of yeah.
Yep, right there, right?
Look at that, 6 weeks of use.
And what the biggest difference is to me on this before and after is not necessarily the time frame. It's she is such a gorgeous girl. She's with us today. This was a very, very big issue for her, and something she had dealt with as a young girl as well, that she was actually shaving her face. So no-no was such an amazing solution for her because it was easier and more gentle than taking a razor to her face. And if you take a look at that far after, that's 6 weeks of use and then doing nothing for a few weeks. So we really let that hair come back and grow in so that you could see what the results were doing. And that's what makes this technology so different, so innovative. That's why beauty editors are talking about it all over. That's why, doctors are talking about it and saying how they love it and recommend it to their patients. And that's why millions of people worldwide are getting the benefits of no-no.
Absolutely. What we want to do, because we have a very special guest with us that we're going to be talking with in just a minute. But first, I want you to hear a testimonial, because this is really important that you hear from Dr. Straken what he has to say about this entire patented system. Actually, it's she, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
As a Harvard and Yale-educated physician, one of the things that makes me very comfortable talking about no-no is all the research and the clinical trials that show that it really does work. And that's why I feel confident recommending it to my patients.
And when you hear what she has to say.
Yep, confidence recommending it to her patients.
Yes, and you have to understand how easy this is.
Oh, sure.
At first, Adriana was a little bit nervous. She was like, is this going to hurt? Is this going to hurt? I said, just, it feels warm. That's all it feels. This is not, because then, well, one of my other friends was asking me, she goes, is this the thing that rips out your hair?
No.
I said, no, it is not that. I did that. I would never do that again.
No.
I am not into pain.
Let's not do any more of that.
Yeah, forget the no pain, no gain, because that does not, it's just not worth it. This is all about something that is so simple, so easy. Anybody can do this, and the best part is the results you get with continued use. That's what is really going to blow you away. When you make this investment, $249.50 for flex payment, $62.38. Here's what we're going to do. Just because we so believe in this product, we're going to give you not just 30-day return, 60 days for you to really see the results. That's how much we believe in it. That's the kind of promise we make to you, because we want you to love it. We want you to understand how well this works and let you see it working on you. So you have 60 days to try it, to get it home. Please do it. Now, this is the time of year when if you've slipped into those shorts.
Or you're in sleeveless dresses, or you're in skirts or shorts or bathing suits, start now. Because we keep talking about the 6 weeks time or the 60-day. Give yourself that time. Because if you are doing a solution that you're doing on a daily basis, and you keep waking up and shaving, or you keep going to get waxed, that's with you for the lifetime. We're giving you the opportunity to slow that down. So you're not thinking about hair removal every day. You're actually just at the same time and same effort that you would do if you were shaving, you're going to no-no instead. And I want to show you real quick because we talked about, you know, if you do have young daughters using this, or, you know, maybe you have more mature skin. See how you can see right through there? It's just a wire. Isn't that crazy? This is innovation, beauty innovation. And all it is technology. You would never think that we'd be talking about the word technology when it comes to hair removal, but that's all it is. So you just pop those tips in and out. I have the small one in for the face, and that was the larger one in for the body, and you just begin using it. So if you do have more mature skin on the face, or maybe you have thick, dark back hair, or chest hair. We talked about the men. We finally got a black one in because so many men were calling and saying, you know, I love this. Not that it matters. The pink, black, silver, it's all the same technology, but we gave you guys one specifically because we know it's an issue for you as well. But if you have the hair on the back of your neck, the chest, you know, you can't always get to it. As a guy, you can't always shave it on the back, you know, especially if you live by yourself. How are you getting to the back of your neck? Well, now we're giving you a solution that's going to really slow down that regrowth, so you don't have to think about it every day.
Exactly. And then the buff pad. That's very important, too.
Yes, yes, Smooth, that is. Isn't that great? That's the wonderful thing about, we were all joking earlier as we were kind of feeling each other's legs. When everyone asks you, does it really work? People now ask me, can I feel your legs? Is it really, it make that much of a difference? I was on with Leslie this morning, and she was literally leaning down and feeling my leg because there is no stubble there anymore. I used to be stubbly by the end of the day. And as girls, you know, we're going to all share our little secrets and what used to bother us most about hair removal, which is now in the past. But for me, it was that issue of every night. After I'd shaved in the morning, I'd be shaving again. And, you know, for Cindy, she was plucking again. And for those of us, you know, for Leisha, she was shaving her face again. Not with no-no. Because you have this at home, you can treat yourself as often or as little as you need. You're going to be able to be in control of your treatment.
Exactly. And Shonda from Kentucky is joining us right here at HSN. You're on with Alice and Jennifer. I understand that you just ordered your no-no. What made you pick up the phone today?
Ma'am, I had woken up at 2:30 this morning because I just previously of course, I turned on the television to HSN, and you had no-no on. And I was so tired, and I couldn't get up, so I said, well, I'm going to watch HSN tomorrow.
Oh, good.
And, of course, after you know, showed Wolfgang, here comes no-no, and I had my HSN card ready. And I said, this is definitely going to give me my life back. So,
that is
what are you doing right now, Shonda? Are you a shaver, or what's your current?
Actually, I'm tweezing, and I tweezed this morning, and I'm rubbing the bottom of my chin, and the hairs are already starting to grow back.
Oh, isn't that the worst? You just took care of them, and they're already back.
Yes, they're already back. Just that quickly.
Well, good. Once you get this home, what you're going to love is as soon as you start using it and to get in the chin like you saw me using, start on the low heat if you want to till you get used to it. You can go right under there, right under the chin, and I'll tell you what, they're not going to be back that night. You're going to love it.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to receive it.
Oh, good.
Wonderful. It's such a great investment.
Yes.
It's an investment in your confidence, and it's an investment in my time. I don't want to keep doing that. It's such a hassle. You know, so, Shonda, we're going to send this right out to you. What color did you get?
I think I ordered the black. It said the men's no-no.
It doesn't matter.
I'm so excited about ordering it. I selected it on the phone, so I'm not certain what color I ordered, but I'm just happy that I ordered the no-no.
Well, the good thing is they all work. Regardless of color, it's the same technology.
That's right, Shonda.
Great.
Listen, thank you for joining us, and enjoy it. Let us know how it works for you, okay?
Thanks, Shonda.
I will. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right, she's like many of the people that have seen us before. Maybe you've seen this in the beauty magazines, or you've seen it on television. This is still the #1 running beauty infomercial. You've probably seen Cassie, who's joining us. If you've seen it anywhere, this is still the best place you can get no-no. Best value. You cannot get it anywhere else for the $62 with this configuration and all of the things that we give you. This is the time to get it. It's the season to get it. It's the time to get it, and it's the best value. So I'm so excited she got it home, and please call us back and let me know your results, because that's what's fun, is kind of hearing everybody's results.
And when we talk about results, Cassie DePaiva is joining us here, and we're so delighted to have you, Cassie, because I've been watching your infomercial as well as watching you, of course, on my favorite soap opera.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Alice. I don't know, Shonda, I think it's something in the water in Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky, and we just must be a little bit fuzzier than the rest. So you have your no-no coming. I have been using my no-no, and it's truly been a game changer for me, because I have truly tried everything. And I've tried waxing, I've tried shaving, plucking. That's all really painful. That all is very expensive. But the worst part about all of this is the hair comes back. But with No-No, I've gotten the confidence that I need. And I've gotten the time back, and I've got the freedom, because I get to use this in my own home, maybe while I'm watching my soap opera, maybe while I'm doing whatever. But this has been a huge game changer, and I just want to share this with you, because I grew up, I told you, in Kentucky with 2 older brothers that teased me, teased the fire out of me because I was hairy. Very hairy arms. It wasn't really until I started aging that my face got tremendously fuzzy. And being on camera, getting close-ups, you could see it. It was unattractive. It did not make me feel sexy. It did not give me confidence. This has changed me. I feel like my skin is glowing again. So it is an emotional thing for me. And I know that the people up here have emotional testimonies because this has changed their life. Cindy, why don't you share how this has been a huge game changer for you?
Well, let's see. The first part of February, I got this little gem, and I used it for 2 weeks. I was on the daily special here at Home Shopping, and you can see in my before and afters that this awful, fuzzy, hairy lip, goatee, man beard, pretty much was totally gone in 2 weeks. Now that was faithful, continuous use.
Tell people how easy it was.
Oh, it's so easy. I didn't even need to watch the video. I just turned it on and away I went. And I did it every day religiously, sometimes twice a day. And then you use the buffer and the cream. And the most exciting part about this little toy is that it's so easy to use. It's a warm feeling.
And it happens instantly.
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 There's a warm feeling. It's virtually pain-free. I
get in close and look at her skin. It is just glowing.
Makeup goes on really smooth. You only need a little bit. It stays on all day. It doesn't get all cakey with the hair. And you just feel clean. And honestly, I was looking at pictures on Facebook the other day, and I do have to admit that I look younger than I did 5 years ago.
That's awesome. It instills confidence. We feel better about ourselves. Leisure, you are a young, beautiful woman. You have your hair back in a ponytail. Probably a year ago, you would not have done that because you would have been self-conscious. You have special little names for her unwanted hair. Tell us about that.
I had really bad sideburns and also a girl stash. That's what I
girl
always
stash. Don't you love it? Not really.
No.
No.
It was really gross. It was really ungirly. It gave me really bad self-confidence because I would always feel that people were staring at my hairy face instead of paying attention to what I'm saying, paying attention to me. And so my hair really bothered me all the time. And I'm looking at pictures now. It's like, oh my goodness, I knew I was hairy, but I didn't realize I was that hairy. And actually growing up, my nickname was Curious George because I was such a furball.
That is just not fair. That is so
really
not fair, and it stifles us as young women really trying to make our way in the world. It hurts our feelings, so we're always self-conscious.
Exactly.
This truly can change the way you feel about yourself, which is the way you present yourself. No more hiding. No more hiding behind your hair. Put your girls out. Show your face. You're beautiful, and you do not have to be the hairiest woman in the world like I was. No more. And actually, I got a little hairy man over here too, and he feels good. So look at this. Look at the difference. You can see he's been working on this little patch right here. He's got a nice stripe happening. You cannot feel any stubble whatsoever. Let's put your arms together, Michael.
And you know what's funny? Michael was with me, what was that, a month ago maybe? And he had done these patches when he was with me a while ago. And you hardly see it coming back.
Yeah, it is truly, truly amazing.
Look at the difference in that.
This is what my arm looked like.
I want it to get closer, and so you can really understand. Get really close, because you need to understand what we're talking about here. I mean, that's phenomenal.
Right. Yeah. That's like what we saw in those before and afters. When we stop and let the hair regrow, you start to see how it's coming back in. Remember when we saw that before that said 6 weeks of doing nothing, and if we were a shaver and things like that? what would you look like? I mean, that's slowing the regrowth down substantially, especially when this is how thick and dark his hair normally is.
Now,
I mean,
Michael,
that's huge.
have you can use it right here on the back and the nape of the neck. I know that my husband has always had issues right here when the collar of his shirts after wearing a tie will rub there and it irritates. The no-no is virtually pain-free with long-lasting results. And it is, you know, you don't have that downtime. I know for me, when I would do plucking and waxing, it would be 5 hours because my skin was sensitive. I don't know about you ladies. I couldn't go out in public. I'd have to wear a hat and let my face recover, put warm compresses on. No, not anymore. This doesn't cause any irritation whatsoever on my skin. I'm so happy, and I know that you will be too.
You know,
yes.
And we know this is an investment. This is an investment, though. This is an investment in you. This is an investment in the way you look. It is an investment in your time, so you don't have to keep taking that time. And it is an investment in your confidence. You heard exactly what Cassie was talking about. You heard exactly what every single person says the same thing who has suffered with a lot of furriness. Don't live with it anymore when you're talking about $62.38 over the next 4 months. And then you get 60 days to try it. If it doesn't work for you guys, you send it back. I promise you, you will have not even a question asked. That is fine with us. Choose the black, the pink, or the silver. It doesn't matter which color. We kind of did the black for the guys, but you know what? If you love black, you're getting everything. It is so simple and easy to use that truly we didn't even look at the DVD either. Sorry,
we just started using it.
Probably spent a lot of money on that, but you get the carrying case. You get both of those heads so that you can use it on your face. You can use it on your bikini line. You can use it on your legs. You can use it on your arms. You can use it if you have a little problem on your tummy. My daughter actually has a little bit of hair on her back.
I know.
You know, I mean, we all have this, but we haven't known how to fix it. I am not going to, you know, put wax strips and rip off her skin. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it to myself. I would never do it to somebody else. Why, when you have a great option like this, would you not give this a chance? Would you not give this a try? This is something. How many have we been?
Millions. Believe it or not, all across the world, we have millions, and so many have similar stories to Cassie and everyone today. And I thank everyone who's called in, who's come here live in the studio. You know, being here for the past couple years, I've been fortunate to bring new people in, and these are real people. These are not, you know, regular models here at HSN. These are real people that have had real results and have dealt with real issues. And so as women, you know, normally we don't like to admit all of our faults and all the problems that we have. But it's funny how once we've found a solution for those problems, we will tell you all the nicknames, we'll tell you all the funny things we were calling it, and we'll tell you all the bad things we were doing. Because finally, it's gone. And we're not worrying about it anymore. So, you know, even Cassie, who's on national soaps and television, and, you know, she's even standing here saying, I admit to, you know, this is what it was bothering me. This is a problem. You know, Cindy's regained that confidence. She got a new job. She's all excited. It's great. I mean, she came in, Cindy came in to us, you know, what was that, a couple weeks ago, and said, you know, with this new level of confidence, you got a new job, right?
Yes, I did. And 8 months of unemployment, and I walked into my interview, and I had so much self-confidence going on. Thanks to the no-no, I nailed that interview, and I got the best job I could have ever asked for.
And that's what we're talking about, because that is something that we all need. We all want that confidence back. We want that time back. And honestly, your skin is glowing. You know, I'm so proud of you that it takes courage to say, I'm going to do this. But once you decide, order this, get this, it is a game changer. 60 days, I'm telling you, the first time you use it, you're going to be satisfied. And I'm a very result-oriented person. I want instant gratification, and that's what this is. I want it, and I want it now. And that's what this is, and it's virtually pain-free with long-lasting results. If I had had this device when I was 10, 15, I wouldn't be here today.
I know. I mean,
I wouldn't have
that's going to be your daughter.
I mean, that's have the emotional scars.
Because, you know, I really thought about it, and you know, she was having a lot of problems with it just at school, and just the discomfort just from being out and playing a lot of sports and everything, and you get hot and everything. And I was like, you know, do we really want to go there yet? I mean, it's you know, kind of a beauty issue, it's a cosmetic issue, but at the same time, it's like when kids are making fun of her, and when you can fix it, and it's this easy, and it's this affordable, and it's something that literally she did it, and she goes, wow, I can do that. I can do that. She put the cream on. She really wanted to do it.
Absolutely.
She was motivated. You know why? Because we all feel the same way. I don't want it anymore. There's no point in my life where, oh, I wish that leg hair would grow back, you know?
Please bring those whiskers back if you wouldn't mind.
Exactly.
Yes.
I want it gone forever. I can't afford, and maybe you can't either, the other options.
Correct.
The other, and can we show that page again? Because when you look at that, I mean, Jennifer, come on. It's crazy expensive.
But for me, having to listen to all these stories and listen to everybody's, you know, emotional dissatisfaction with hair removal, I can understand completely why you've spent the money in the past on this. You know, it was your self-confidence is worth $700, if not $1,400, which is 2 legs in 1 month, because you know that's your life. That's how you feel every morning on a day-to-day basis. Same thing with waxing. I mean, if that was your only option at the time, because maybe you're not a candidate for laser, you're willing to spend that $72 a month from an ongoing standpoint, because you know waxing is just short term. That keeps going year after year. So with No-No, not only is it convenient, easy to use, it's affordable. We give you the ability to get that home for less than the cost of your column over, which is waxing, and you own this. So you're going to be able, Alice, to use it as well as your daughters, as well as, you know, we had some grandparents call in and say they got it to share with their family. We even had some husbands call in and say, I got this for my wife. However, I might be using it as well, because you only need one. We sell the additional tips on .com, so if you do have multiple people in the family using it, you will need to replace those, and it's as easy as popping them in and out. And your little LCD panel here will tell you, like we talked about, the life of the tip. So again, there's your heat right there that you have the ability to adjust, and at the top it tells you your battery life, and then as soon as you start using it, it'll go on low. See how I use it and it goes right up to top again? That's the tip life. So it couldn't be simpler, believe it or not, guys. This is advanced technology, but we make it very easy for you to use, because we know that from a professional standpoint, you want to be able to get this home and immediately start using it. You don't want to have, you know, wait and do all these things first in preparation. If you have hair on the surface of your skin, like you see right here in the animation, go ahead and start using it right away.
Go ahead and start using it right away. And by the way, I was on an airplane the other day, and it is featured in one of
the
in
the airplane magazines. You can't go anywhere without seeing this thing.
Much more expensive than here, and certainly you do not get flex payment, okay? So why not do the best price? Why not take advantage of that flex payment, and why not give this a try? You've heard Cassie, you've heard everybody here talk about it. It's funny because when my daughter got started with it, the first thing, so she starts with her legs, you know, and then she goes, oh, can we get that little spot on my toe?
Oh, yeah, you start No-Noing everything. Like, it's crazy. You're like, I don't need it anywhere.
I don't need that. I don't need this. She's going to kill me when I'm talking about that. So I hope
Thank you for sharing your story as well. Little do you know, your mom just shared it for you. We also have another testimonial that I want you to take a listen to that's also somebody new sharing her story with us, and this is Ashley, and she's going to talk about why she loves the No-No as well.
The hair above my lip was really hard. I remember in high school, people would make fun of me because I have darker hair and lighter skin, and it was just really embarrassing, especially the light would hit you a certain way and someone would just call you out on it, and it was really embarrassing, and I could never really get it away. I could go up a little bit and then do the other side and go down and up, and I couldn't believe how fast it went. When I saw the before photo and the after photo, I couldn't believe the difference I had. It was amazing. I would tell somebody just to go ahead and get a No-No, because why not try it? It actually works. The No-No worked. If it worked well on my thick, coarse, dark mustache hair, I know it'll work on theirs. It was amazing.
Yeah, I always had that. Almost looks like a shadow. You kept thinking, what is that darkness, that shadow? And then finally, you realize, I can fix this.
Yes. I think, you know, we've talked about our kids and my memories as a child being very hairy, but as I've aged, my hair has changed. It's jumped from my legs to my face. Cindy talks about that. If you had photographed us 2 years ago, we would have been our heads would have looked like 2 Georgia peaches in a bowl. We were fuzzy. I really never had that growing up, and then suddenly it changes. And as a seasoned woman, I can't use laser because my skin is getting thinner. So this is pretty much the only option that I have. It's the only option that you need.
And you know, truthfully, in television nowadays with high-definition cameras,
It's scary.
I mean, unless you're going to do something every day,
Yes.
that's why you need to use the no-no. This is such a great solution.
Absolutely.
And you know, we're going to hear from everybody. And look how simple in front of it. The only thing you're going to notice, it feels warm. And you're going to smell the burnt hair. And that's a good thing, guys, because that means it's working.
Yes.
I usually light a candle, and then, it's fine.
I love the fact that it's quiet,
Yeah, it
because
is
you
quiet.
can do it while your family's watching television. It's not. This is as loud as it gets. It's not like in a razor, a lawnmower, which I probably needed before the no-no on my house. This is quiet,
lawnmower.
and the charge lasts forever. Cindy, you know, we're talking. She says, "I think I've had it for like 6 months, and I've never even charged it."
No, I haven't. The first time I used it, I had it plugged in overnight, and I've been using it every day since, and it's still charged.
Yeah, it depends how many people in the family are using it. If you do have someone that has the thicker hair, like you see on Michael here, or you have multiple people, you will need to change the tips out a little bit more frequently, and you will have to obviously charge it a little bit more frequently. But I was the same way. I was the only member using it, so I rarely had to charge mine. See, he's got that thick, dark hair that we're talking about. I mean,
I love
if
how
it's
close
gonna-
up that shot is.
If
Look
it's
at that.
gonna work
That's
on him.
How effective it is. It is instant too.
And you know, it's just like you said, when you put on moisturizer now, when you're putting on your SPF, you know, it goes on so much better. It goes on easier.
I think you have to use less.
Yeah,
so
I
you're
agree.
actually saving money. You're not glomming on a bunch of gunk that's sticking to those hairs that isn't attractive.
And this is Cindy we're looking at right there.
Look at the difference.
Oh, Cindy, we love Cindy's
Cindy
story.
got a job out of it. I love that story.
Yes.
Because you were
I love it
plucking,
too.
right? You were
20
plucker
minutes every day for decades.
Now, didn't you find that you had the habit of like going,
Yeah.
Oh, all day long. What
and
did
your
I
face
miss?
would break out because of your touching your face
What
all the
did I
time?
miss?
Like, oh, you're always self-conscious going like, I hate that. Feeling like a granny. Listen, I'm seasoned, but I'm not a granny yet, okay?
Right.
You know, I don't want that. I don't want to feel like a cat. I want to be a kitten. That's all. That's right. Don't you laugh, buddy.
And by the way, Mother's Day, can I just say Mother's Day, Father's Day coming up. This is the perfect gift. And this is maybe, if you're, you know, daughter, son watching right now, maybe you buy this for mom and dad. Okay, this would be a great gift because both of them could share this. So why not invest in this? And look, when I know 100 girls who have the before.
Absolutely. And the thing is she's with us. This is Leisha, who you heard her story earlier. And with Leisha, she has wonderful, beautiful skin, but she's also got that thick, dark hair. So we're not talking about, you know, more mature skin. And as Cassie shared, as we've gotten older, the hair goes up to her face. She's in her 20s and is dealing with as well. Again, she used the no-no for 6 weeks, and what we're looking at in that after is followed by 2 weeks of nothing. No more no-noing, so we can really see the results and how it's affecting it. And as you see, the real after is her here live in the studio.
She's stunning. Turn sideways, Leisha.
Smiling.
And she can put her hair up in a ponytail without feeling self-conscious, meaning somebody going, look at her, she's got a mustache, she's got some sideburns, you know. She looks beautiful.
Right.
And her skin is glowing.
And you feel beautiful. I love the smoothness. But you know, the really funny part is, as you're watching us, I'm watching our crew. Our crew all has it over there.
Yeah, they're all going,
everybody is over there, no knowing. I mean,
it is amazing
absolutely hysterical.
how quickly you see the effects. It crystallizes this hair. You use this little magic buffer, and
It
not
works,
only
right?
exfoliates your skin,
It works. It feels so
takes
good.
the hair away. Virtually painless, long-lasting results. It don't get no better than that.
I know.
I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Well, it does
Just
get
awesome.
better because, you know, and I love you on that infomercial and everything, but we girls do love a little bargain now, don't we?
Oh, yes. Well, this is the deal
This
today.
is the deal. This is the deal. This is the value that you're not going to find anywhere else. This is the best value. We originally launched No right here on HSN.
We sure did.
Many moons ago now. And to really have an opportunity now to bring you truly the new and improved version, because the first one, like you said, Jen, only did neck down.
Neck down, right. Because it was a little bit wider of a tip.
Yes. Now with the face, with the bikini line options, oh, it's so much better. And by right now, we are surpassing 3,900 have been ordered in this visit. And Nancy from Kentucky is calling because, Nancy, I understand that you purchased this back in February.
Yes, I did.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello.
Well, okay, it's been that 60 days. Tell me about your results.
I love it. I got it because of the facial hair that I have, and mine is very dark because I have dark hair, and I had this wonderful, nice mustache and this nice beard.
Wow.
And I saw Cassie on the infomercial, but it was a little more than I wanted to spend, but I kept watching it, and then when I saw it on HSN, I said to my husband, that would be a lovely Valentine gift.
Wasn't it, though? That's right. We were the week before Valentine's Day.
That's right. And so it became my Valentine gift.
Well, Nancy, let me ask you, so if you were dealing with a facial hair, what were you doing prior to no-no?
I was taking a razor.
Oh, boy. Really? Yeah.
And shaving that way. It would come in darker and darker.
And then it hurt. You just, you
Yeah,
know, you
it
feel
looked
like a man.
awful.
It's got that stubble to
Oh, I
it.
know.
It's like really awful.
So how
And
often
you
are
couldn't
you...
cover it up with makeup. Makeup didn't cover it.
Right.
And now when it comes in, it's very fine and it's very light in color.
Oh, I'm so glad. Now, how often are you finding you have to use it?
Well, now I'm to the point that I just use it, you know, once in a while. When I see it coming in, then I think, oh, boy, it's time to get the no-no out.
Oh, isn't that great? It's such a good feeling. I mean, I'm so thrilled that, you know, your husband recognized that it was a problem for you and got it for you. And I'm sure you tell all your friends, right?
Right, that's right. Oh, yeah, he knew I was always complaining about that. And I kept saying, here, I'm getting older, and I'm getting hair here and hair here, and I'm not supposed to have that.
Now, what about your hubby, Nancy? Did he try it at all?
No, he doesn't have a lot of facial hair.
It's so unfair. The men don't get the problems we have, right?
No, he's quite fortunate that he doesn't have the hair I do.
Well, we're glad that you no longer have the hair that you did.
No, it's wonderful. I recommend it to everybody. In fact, I have it charging right where everybody can see it.
That's what I did. I had it on my coffee table, which was a huge mistake. Everyone came over and they're like, that's that no-no thing. It'd be my remote controls and then my no-no. Everyone's starting to try it away. Right. It ended up leaving my coffee table a few times.
Right. You have to frisk him at the door.
Exactly.
Right.
Took the no-no.
Well, mine's on my kitchen counter, and people say, "Can I try that?"
Right.
It's
So you're
amazing.
Cooking. Perfect.
It is amazing what a conversation piece this is.
It
But
sure is.
I do have a question. Am I supposed to keep putting the lotion on all the time or just right after I use it?
Just right after you use it. But the nice thing about this lotion is, you know what? I kind of use it as my daily moisturizer now. Smells fantastic, as I'm sure you've experienced.
Oh, yes.
Smells
It feels
very, very
wonderful.
refreshing. And it gives you that glow. Like, one of the best things, obviously, about not having the hair on your skin is your skin kind of glows. And that really just finishes it. So, yeah, you can use it whatever you need to.
Well, Nancy, thank you so much for joining us. Glad that is working for you.
Thank you, Nancy.
You know, that's exactly what we love to hear. That Nancy got it home. She tried it. It was a gift for her. This was something you do for yourself. This is a choice you will make for yourself. And yes, you deserve it. And yes, you do not have to make those other choices anymore. And yes, we're going to give you 60 days to try it. And yes, we're going to give you 5 months to pay for this if you want to split up those payments on your credit card. $62.38. Shipping and handling and tax is added to that first payment. And then you'll just be paying $62.38 over the next 4 months. What a great time. What a great day. Spring has sprung. It is time to get into the little, you know, sundresses and hopefully, you know, a little swimsuit here and there, maybe a skirt with, you know, for me. But still, you want to show your legs. You want to do all of that. Don't keep shaving if you don't have to. Look at these results, and then you've just got to try it. You know, I always tell people, especially when I'm offering them a tablet, get it home, touch it. Get it home, touch it. You've got to get it in your hands.
Yes.
This, you've got to get on your skin.
Yes, and you have to use it. That's the biggest thing. You're hearing all of our fantastic results and how it's changed our lives. but we were committed to it. I started in September about 5 years ago, okay? That before was me on a daily basis every night after I had shaved. And then just after 6 weeks, you can see what a difference it makes. And then if you kind of follow that down to the far left-hand corner, you see that's after 6 weeks and then nothing for 2 weeks. So we stopped, like you saw on Michael's arm over there, we let the hair grow back to see what had happened. You know, we wanted to see how this really worked. And then if you follow it to the right, again, you don't see much difference. And that's 4 weeks time between the left bottom and the right bottom. If you've gone 4 weeks time as a shaver or as a waxer, you would never look like that. You'd look back up by that before shot. So I can certainly relate to all of you that are calling in and sharing your experiences saying, you know, I dealt with this on a daily basis. I was tweezing, and by the end of the day, I was still tweezing again. Or I was shaving. Well, finally we have a solution. This is patented technology brought to us by Radiancy. They're leaders. They do this all the time, and they do this for professional commercial environments. So why not, you know what, why not bring it here and give it to everybody to do at home? It's easy to use, it's advanced technology, and it's truly innovative. This is like a beauty innovation. When you think about all those other professional treatments that we can do now at home, you can color your hair at home, you can do your skincare at home. Why not remove hair at home, right?
Exactly.
I mean, why wouldn't we be able to do that? You can adjust the heat, so we give it to you very easy to use if you do want to start out on your face, like our last caller says, and you just start immediately no-knowing. No preparation, no appointment necessary.
I just no-knowed already. I'm done.
I know, we've all no-knowed.
In fact,
here in the studio. I know.
The crew has no-knowed. So
everybody's no-knowing.
We're all know-knowing.
But that's because everybody can use it. That's one of the other wonderful benefits of this technology is you don't have to be a certain skin type. Doesn't matter what color hair you have. And you've heard a lot of people say they have more sensitive skin and they don't want to try creams or other things. This really doesn't matter. It's just using light. You know, we look at that animation and that little blue light that you see that's going over here, that is technology. Believe it or not, this is not a blade. We're not going to rip anything out. We're not going to wax or pull or cut anymore. All we do is treat. And that's why it does take a little bit longer. You know, we do reference it's definitely instant. When you use it on your face, you will see immediately, but just stick with it. You're sticking with something anyway, right? I mean, you're doing something every day anyway. Why not do something that could give you some results?
And don't forget about that tip and buffer refill kit as well. We're going to continue with No-No. We have a great question that we're going to be answering in just a second from Wayner. But right now we want to check in with Marlo because she's coming up next right here on HSN. Hi, Marlo. What's ahead?